Hi, welcome to my channel Handmade in Marbella. My name is Jeanette. This is episode 11 of my Granny Square series. In this video I will show you how to make a border for the blanket we made in episode 10. I'm using an Aran weight yarn and a 5mm hook. The yarn I'm using is listed in the description below, along with a link where you can buy the yarn if you wish. This is an affiliate link, so if you purchase anything using this link I will earn a few cents, but you won't pay any extra. So by the end of episode 10 we joined all our squares together, and now we need to make a border. So this border I'm going to show you fits very nicely into all the spaces in between the granny clusters. The only problem we have is where the two squares are joined together, and the holes, these two holes for example, are too close together, so that would make it lumpy. So I'm going to show, first of all we need to make another round of granny square clusters before we make the border, and I'll show you what to do in this space so that it makes it all even. So we're going to start in the corner with a standing treble. As always I'm using UK terms, and I'll write the US terms at the top of the page. So a standing treble and two more trebles to make a granny cluster in the corner, and then you're just going to make granny clusters all the way along until you get to this space where you've joined the squares, and then I'll show you what to do. So when you get to the join, you do a normal granny cluster in the space in the hole before the corner, but then in this corner where these two corners meet in this area we only need one granny cluster. Now you could put it in the space in between, but it does tend to make this a bit of a bigger hole and looks a bit messy. You don't want two granny clusters, one in each corner, because then there's too much and it makes the edge all wavy and lumpy. So what we need to do is make one granny cluster in the two spaces. So we do one treble in the first space, and then we're going to do another treble in both spaces. I'll explain what I mean. We start the treble in the first space, yarn over, just pull through the first two loops. Normally we would now yarn over and pull through the last two loops as well to finish a stitch. We're not going to do that, but we're going to do the same thing again in the space in the other corner. So yarn over through the hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over through two spaces. So you've done the same thing twice. Now you're left with three loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all three, and then you do a normal treble in that second space. So what you end up with, you've got the start of two in each corner, but you've only got three tops. So the top part is the same as a normal granny cluster. And then in the next space, you just go back to the normal granny clusters. So three trebles in the one space. So then what you end up with is a slightly fatter granny treble, but then your spaces for the next round are all evenly spaced, so that you can go ahead and make the border that you're going to make. So go all the way around your blanket with that, just making granny clusters in all the spaces. When you get to the join, one treble, start the second treble in the first space, start another treble in the second space, and then complete the treble, and then one more treble in the space. So when you've finished that, you're ready to start the border. The border is 2 rows and will fit on any size granny square, large or small. So if you were starting just with a granny square without squares that were joined, you wouldn't need to do the foundation row. We only did this extra row so we can make it straight, ready for the border. So I'm using a contrasting yarn. You could use the same color if you wish, or you can do a contrast. Depends how you want your blanket to look. Start in any space except for a corner. Don't start in a corner, start in any space along the side. And we're going to start with a standing treble. So slip stitch on your hook, yarn over, hook through a space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through two, yarn over, pull through two, just like a normal treble, except a standing treble. Then we do one chain and another treble in the same space. So we have two trebles, a chain and a treble. And we're going to do exactly the same in the next space. A treble, a chain and a treble. So V stitches. all the way along. Every space, treble, chain, treble. So carry on with that all the way to the corner. The corner is different, of course. And so pause the video here and I'll meet you back at the corner. So when we get to the corner, we're going to first make a V-stitch, so a treble, a chain and a treble, same as we've been doing all along. Then do a chain and then do another V-stitch. So in effect you've got 4 trebles separated by chains, 4 trebles and 3 chains in total. And then you just carry on with the V-stitches, 1 in each space, treble, chain, treble, and carry on all the way around. Keep going. Every space has a treble, chain and treble. Every corner has 4 trebles with the 3 chains in between. Treble, chain, treble, chain, treble, chain, treble. So go all the way around till you get back to where you started. So when you've got all the way around, we just need to join to the top of that first treble that we did. Just join with a slip stitch to join it up. Now before you go any further, I suggest that you check that you've actually done V-stitches all the way around and that you haven't done what I did and absent-mindedly just crochet granny clusters, because you'll be really mad when you get to it if you don't check now. So the first thing we need to do for the second round now is we're going to work in the spaces between the V's, inside the V's is where the most of the stitches go. So in that first space we do a double crochet, then we do a half treble, then we do a full treble, another half treble and a double crochet, all in the same space. And then we're going to do a slip stitch in the space between the V's and then continue again. Double crochet, half treble, treble, half treble and a double crochet, all in the same space, and a slip stitch between the V's. I'll do that one more time. In the V, a double crochet, a half treble, a full treble, a half treble and a double crochet and a slip stitch in the space in between. So that's what you need to do all the way around. That's your edging. That is the edging. So keep going now till you get to the corner. When you get to the corner, I'll show you what to do next. So pause the video here and I'll meet you at the corner. So when you get to the corner, we do a slip stitch in the space before, the same as in all the spaces. And then in that first V-stitch, we do a double crochet, a half treble and a whole treble. In the next space, chain space between the 2 V-stitches, we do 3 trebles. And in the final V-stitch of the corner, we do a treble, a half treble and a double crochet, and then the slip stitch in the next space as always. So this is how the corner looks. So in the side spaces it's a double, half treble, treble, half treble and double. In the corner you do double, half treble, treble, 3 trebles, then a treble, a half treble and a double to have enough stitches to get around the corner. And then you just carry on in the same way along the side with the double, half treble, full treble, half treble and double, and don't forget the slip stitch in between the V's. So we go all the way around, making the corners when you get to them, and then I'll meet you back at the end. And when you get all the way back to the beginning, you just fasten off with that final slip stitch into the space and cut your yarn and pull through to fasten off. And that's it. Fasten in all your ends to make it tidy, and your blanket is finished. If you are new to my channel and you haven't yet seen the previous episodes of this series, there's a link to the playlist in the description below. The next video, episode 12, is going to be a blanket using the same squares in this series, but in a different design and with a different border. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If so, please like, subscribe and hit the notification button. This is free and helps my channel to grow, and also you'll be informed when the next video is released.